Welcome back to some more XCOM 2, to some more Longer of the Chosen. We are heading out to raid a train for some good old intel and a scanning site, and hopefully some promotions.
Menace 1-5. We've got a bead on the Advent data vault near your position. Be advised, self-detonating charges are in place at the target. Move to disarm and extract the package before its contents are destroyed.
First of all, there are two trains on my train map. What madness is this? Also, that box is actually fairly in the open. Now, I'm not sure if I can hack it from out here into the low cover wall, but we could potentially hack it from somewhere up here. I'm not sure where I want to go here. Also, what's this? There was a update to the Mainlander mod. I'm just not sure why this would be here.
Yes.
Okay, I guess we're not going. Maybe we're going this way. Don't feel like. I'm not sure what I'm feeling like. Maybe going through the middle, maybe going on the right-hand side, using the rooftops of these buildings. This is all a little bit.
Moving on target location. Okay.
One thing we're going to do is take advantage here of the scouting protocol. Maybe get an idea if something is on the side. Oh, yeah, okay. I think then we're going this way. I like going towards enemies, you know? Any enemy that is revealed that's off the map is an enemy that can't surprise you anymore.
Watch my back. I'm coming. This jerk is asking for it.
I'm assuming you're gonna come and walk out the door. Question is where you go after you walk out the door. Are you gonna go this way? Are you gonna go turn around this way? Are you gonna go straight? I think I'm just gonna park you here. Lets you come all the way around. You can technically flank me here.
Go.
But that would be a really worst case scenario. Or you can just reveal me even though I'm not stepping on a red tile. Good thing that that bug never got fixed. Well, you know what, guys? Normally, this kind of activation would be really bad for me, except if you do something really stupid. You have no grenades. We have one AP grenade, and that's on the guy who's still concealed, who I don't necessarily want to reveal.
Yes.
And I'm hoping we get a little bit of maybe cover destruction here. Like, we just need to degrade one of these walls to half cover, then the flamethrower should be able to blast through it. Alternatively, we can now bonk either of them to kill them, so we just need to kill the regular trooper, which we could do with combat protocol. Or, you know, we can bonk one, kill the other. Let's see if we can just get a shot in here. Very nice indeed. Guess we keep the combat protocol cooldown. Okay. Let's keep moving on.
Are we moving out? I'm making love. You're rushing me.
Zombie is still concealed. Well, we're not getting a flamethrower ambush. Maybe we can ambush a group with that needle grenade.
We do things on my time, not yours.
There's no ladders or anything to get up onto these boxes, huh? This is kind of awful. And you can't go between the train cars here, so I think if we want to cross over towards the objective, we have to do it here. And all the way around the back seems like a bit of a detour.
I'll be right there.
First things first though, let's get an evac going.
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
And we do another scout. Absolutely nothing, which doesn't really tell me all that much. You know, maybe we do go this way. Yeah, this is a, let's put it an interesting map.
Good to go. Right. Charge! Go, go, go! Fine by me.
It's blocking literally everything here. What is that?
These jerks are in for a world.
Factoid and Trooper.
I'm on it. Good.
No cover icon here, so they're not on yellow alert, so I'm not too concerned about not having cover.
Quit making love! Move, move, move!
I'm on it over here.
Come get some!
More concerned about whatever other enemies there are, right? We have the sectoid group here, which is moonwalking down the train. Bunker down, huh? We can hack from somewhere up here, so we're really close. Okay, here's what we can do. Mr. Hunker down gets zapped. Getting him below 3 HP. So our Juggernaut can then come in with the takedown.
Target asset sighted.
Then circle the flamethrower around the corner. That actually works.
Kill it with fire.
Crispy sectoid.
I'll be there before you know it. You got me? Stay where you are, man.
And we're not gonna move here so we don't get reeled.
Don't start none.
Okay, and he's out.
Check.
Alright, we have 3 turns until we need to hack this. 50% chance of Intel cache. 31. So we have the laptop with us, which allows us system infiltration,
Smooth now.
reducing the hack defense of this device and increasing our chance to get the reward. It's just gonna take a couple actions here. Meanwhile, also, did we find any detection tower? I'm not seeing any. Normally you would have an icon of that. We spotted one.
I'm a bad man. Yep, just like old times.
Moving to position.
We killed 5 enemies.
I just hope you're ready. I'm ready. Stay alert.
So, nice combination of voice lines there. Okay, so then we go in here. Come on.
Sure.
Infiltrate it again. Because it's much more frustrating if you do 2 system infiltrations and then still fail the hack, rather than failing the hack right away. But we didn't. Go for the intel here. I kind of want enough intel to contact another region.
Menace 1-5, status
Super
confirmed.
early.
The charges are inactive and the package is secure. Eliminate any remaining hostiles near the AO.
We got our evac ready next turn. Although I don't think zombies in a position to get to it. This cover on this map is kind of crazy.
Damn time.
So many obstacles.
Move.
Copy that.
I get it. I got you covered.
Direction now.
Hey, Cupcake. Come on.
This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
So that sound was from that frostroid all the way over there that I see for some inexplicable reason. And the sound previously when we hacked the objective was from the drone that's here. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna trigger the drone. Probably just gonna kill the drone with combat protocol and leave. Although not sure we can actually make it out and get the kill. Probably not.
Back me up. Those things just don't die.
So now we could do another bonk action here.
Hostile target down. On the move.
Eating a little bit of kills to Fable. Don't want that
Let's go.
too much. Okay.
Sure thing.
Zombie never even got revealed. Now, leaving some XP on the table. Always hate that, but
I'll be touring the Avenger in no time.
Avenger.
kind of the downside of these kind of maps. Also, is okay. Can't complain that I don't have the red sign. He's not even in the evac zone. That's on me. That's on me. Get out of there.
We did it.
All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
I didn't even try what the sit lock does when I'm shooting something. I wonder who might have gotten MVP on this. Oh yeah, that guy again. All right.
We must never allow these dissidents to fill our hearts with fear. Their victory today is a minor footnote in history. A small bump on the path of salvation the elders have set forth for us.
Yeah, these kind of maps with lots of obstacles, lots of pathways, limited line of sight, they kind of suck for XCOM in terms of fighting, but they also suck for Advent because their patch rules are just out of sight and never show up. They get stuck somewhere. Anyway, we're gonna get some Incinerator for even more flamethrower range. It's gonna be super good. Right, I think past commander said something, well, future commander can worry about which way we go with Jason. I think with Lightfoot plus shotgun finesse, it's just a shotgun mobility monster. As much as I like a hacking approach, I think I want this. Also, Fracture is gonna be such a good drone killer. We don't even have to waste combat protocol on drones. With Fracture, our slug shots against drones, 20 extra aim. Slug shot gives the armor piercing, and 10 extra aim on top of it. 70 base aim. Yeah, we're killing drones. We're killing a lot of drones. Alright. Them for the extra pistol damage. And 2 more random promotions. 10 extra intel. 28 intel from the mission reward. We're up to 67 already. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Okay, random promotions go. Marksman, Juggernaut, Commando. So main problem here is mobility, right? Juggernaut, we see they can do a lot of good work, but I think a lot of it is dependent on their mobility, being able to get in there for those bongs, get close enough for the flamethrower attacks, and unlike a technical who can equip a SMG to fix that mobility issue, Juggernaut has stuck with their heavy cannon, so I don't think Juggernaut is an option here. Marksman, so it's either a sniper spec or a knife throwing spec for the marksman. So sniper rifle or throwing knives are their weapons of choice. I feel like, again, throwing knives, I want to have a little bit more mobility. Sniper, and it's default aim. I'm not sure that's good enough for proper sniper. So I'm kind of leaning towards Commando, which we can do as a support officer kind of approach. Bunch of smoke grenades with combat trucks and stuff I think we can take. Yeah, we can get combat trucks, we can get dense smoke if we really want to. 3 smokes every mission. We have a bullpup, which gives us mobility boost similar to an SMG. By my command, scouting report. Oh yeah, this is scouting report is like the best thing we could have rolled. What's this? Improvised smoke grenades. That's pretty cool. So yeah, it's a support officer that can use smoke grenades to give everybody 20 extra aim and willpower. But who cares about the willpower? We could also, you know, pick up some flashbangs. Well, we get a free flashbang here from Riot Control, right? A free smoke grenade and free flashbang each mission. We have grenade-only slots. We have rapid deployment by default, so instant launch for grenades. So we could do something. I still, okay, we definitely take combat trucks, right? That's not a question. I'm really tempted to pick up Sting grenades though. Sting versus Ghost is a tough choice though. Can I set all your cooldowns to 0? So probably gonna go for salvo. Now I'm actually planning out more than I usually like to plan out on a fresh soldier, but light ordnance for more grenade capacity. I'm really torn here. Do we go for extra defense or do we go for blue screen bombs to disorient max? So disorienting max, yeah, the little bit of aim debuff I'm not too concerned about. I'm just thinking if we have other soldiers that might get coup de grace, then we have a nice synergy, right? With an officer who can fairly effectively blue screen the enemies or disorient them. Yeah, I think we'll go for Sting. And then with doubling up. So if we bring one smoke grenade and one flashbang in our inventory with full kit and light ordnance, we have a lot. And then we can also make unlimited additional smoke grenades with improvised smoke grenades. And our first command action or officer action refunds action points. Yeah, I think this could be quite nice. You're not going to be killing a lot of stuff, but you're going to be giving out grenades left, right, and center. Lightfoot kinda would make up for your shitty mobility. But I don't think we have the AP for that. And scouting report is just too good to not pick up. The only downside of the commando is that, unless I'm mistaken, since you're not using a grenade launcher, but rather you're throwing grenades, you're still subject to the grenade cooldown. So you can only throw one of your smoke grenades per turn. Unless... I think... Don't think any other perk removes that. We'll see, we'll see. Well, generally quite happy with this. Also, that is a bond that we definitely take in here. 9.3 is great. Roboticist and Juggernaut is great. They even have like matching clothing almost. Right, dear. 6514, hey? What are we doing with you? Agent, Electrician, Heretic. Heretic is a fun class. We have a Heretic on the top of the roster in our Twitch campaign, being very effective, also having a little bit more mobility though. So it's a melee class that uses Templar gauntlets and then uses focus points for pistol shots. Can be quite effective. Electrician is just a fantastic killer of mechanical units. And agent, we already have a sniper agent. We could of course get a second agent for the great attacking. The melee spec is quite decent. A little bit torn. I really like the Heretic. I'm just not sure if 14 mobility is going to be good enough. But hey, I wanna broaden the roster a little bit. So sure, we'll make it work. We'll make it work somehow. Apparently, you also got one. Did you get mobility for promotion? Maybe. So, they start with Ghost Bullet, a shot that costs 1 focus. So they have a focus system just like regular Templars. It's a free action though that can be even used after consuming all other actions. They have focus, they have rend, just like a Templar melee attack to build up focus. And they get momentum from their rend attacks. and they have no long range penalties on their pistols. And then, so what we've built in the stream campaign is a stealth-focused approach where you have like a shadow bullet that allows you to regain concealment, and while you're concealed with Shadowborn, Shadow Strike, you have very high accuracy, just similar to what we were doing here with the Scout, right? The combination of Shadowborn, Shadow Strike, and an attack that reconceals you. I'm not sure if I want to do the same thing though. Kinda lame. Always doing the same stuff. We'll figure it out. I'm not sure where I want to go. Flash for extra damage on rent, for additional tiles moved. It's an interesting one. Thousands to go. So primal weapon would be the gauntlets. So maybe instead of using the focus that we gain on pistol shots, we could look a little bit into the bottom tree where you get special rend versions that instead of generating focus, cost you focus, but deal extra bonus damage. Stormrend here. Right. Costs 1 focus, 80% bonus damage. Same for Corrosive Rend, same for Glacial Rend. It's always 80% bonus damage, converting the attack to a certain element. We would then, of course, have to take Superior Aptitude for extra focus. Now, I'm not sure if the bonus damage from Flash applies to the special Rend attacks. Rend costs 3 focus, 250 bonus damage, and converts the attack to psionic. So I'm really thinking about doing the whole thing down here. The main issue is that you're a little bit focus starved until you get your first focus point, right? You can't use your special attacks, so you're gonna have a weak ass attack first. You could take Embrace the Darkness, which allows you to generate focus while you're still concealed. But giving up on Keen Edge, if you're mainly going for rend damage, seems like a trap. Also, now I want to pick up concentration over Shadow Step. That's a tough choice. Concentration has some one of the biggest effects for melee classes is that it allows you to attack mutants because they parry if they dodge your attack, so if you graze your attack. But grazes are upgraded to normal hits with concentration, so you can always rend them. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking I want to do something with rend-focused builds. We have high combat intelligence, so we could feasibly go for both Flash and Thousands to Go. Highest what, 42? No, got to invest a little bit. So definitely then Stormrend. Yeah, the question is, do we want some extra focus to build up at the start of the mission? Or do we just want the extra bonus damage? Realistically, I get 1 focus out of this, right? I can only use it while concealed. I get Phantom, so maybe sometimes I stay concealed for a little bit longer. But I don't have any reconcealment option. On the other hand, so I'm losing out on a little bit of damage here, but if I have focus for my first attack, I get 80% bonus damage. I shred free. It's almost like ignoring them. I don't know. I can see an argument for either of those. Same thing here. But thankfully, I don't have to make that decision. That's for future commander to decide. Moving on. Rookies. Not the scanning side I wanted to see there. Absolutely not. I'm a little bit torn here about making contact down there. I said I wanted to get some missions spawning here, but I'm also now thinking maybe we just time this. So the way missions are generated on the map, right, is that every region you contact always has 2 active missions at the minimum, your 2 standard guerrilla operations. And the first time you contact the region, that's when they're generated. So the timer of the mission starts then. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we wait another 3 days, then finish making contact so that the contact finishes as the supply drop comes in. And then we scan here to find missions and also to find the LIB1. I think we're getting a little bit behind on our number of missions, but we can kind of synergize the scanning time. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but whatever. So instead we're going to see, since we just completed a mission here, a new one will have spawned a new mission, so we're going to try to find that. That worked out perfectly.
Setting course for the South African sector.
As I said, it worked out perfectly. There it is. Alright, large map, another jailbreak.
Setting course for the West African sector.
Again, just 1 rookie. No, 2 rookies, 1 rebel. Not having too much success with that rate. Since we're hacking something and I want hacking rewards, we're gonna bring these 2 guys again. And even though Jet's not adding much to the squad just yet, with his, since he doesn't have the dense, the combat truck smoke yet. He still gets the free flashbang, the free smoke. Let's give you an extra flashbang, I think. And we turn this into a needle. A DP grenade even. Okay, and then 2 rookies. We need to promote our rookies. Let's get Lenny in here for some high speed, low drag. Double grenade, whip it, shotgun action. You know what? Let's stay at 15 mobility with you. Good Redline, one of the higher aim rookies. Sorry about that. My Steam making sounds. Yeah, I think that's fine. I probably want a medkit somewhere. Alright, maybe, you know what? We have the free flashbang. Maybe you bring the medkit. That's gonna be good enough here.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Squad green to deploy.
Yeah, 36 hours, 34 hours.
Setting course for
It's almost
South
as if I
Africa.
planned that. Hang on. We
Avenging
need
colony
to
orders.
buy that scientist before the month ticks over. And I should have bought it probably a couple days ago. Right, Crazy Eyes, get in here. Oh, and I do want that Storm Rider. Oh, hang on. Storm Rider? Was I thinking Stormtrooper? Whatever, we'll buy you. I think I'm okay with that.
Setting course for Sector 13, South Africa.
And just like that, we're reaching 100% infiltration on our VIP mission to get us another scientist. Plus the one we just bought should get us a head start a little bit on the science department. For now though, we're gonna put a cut in here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.